The platform should be stacked by brand to match the shelves you're working. Focus on putting the brands in shelf order so it is easier to merchandise. Make sure your platform is stable and does not go above eye level for safety. Open product should never be directly placed on the floor, because people do not want to eat food that's been on the floor. It's okay to put product on the floor if it's still in the box when you are staging the load. Open cardboard cases before you stage them. If the products are wrapped in plastic, stage them first, then cut them all open afterwards. Use box cutters safely. Nothing we do is worth getting hurt. Once the platform reaches eye level, begin stocking the shelf. Work until the platform is depleted, then build another. You'll repeat this process until you need to reload your carry aid, completed your work on the floor, or exhausted all of your stock from the back room. Always begin working in the upper left corner of your DWA to ensure you don't miss any products. Place each package on the shelf above the tag with the matching SKU or barcode. Each package has a code date. Out-of-code products aren't expired or dangerous, but because we can't guarantee their freshness, they must be pulled from the shelves. Always rotate a product on a first-in, first-out, or FIFO basis. That means all newer code-dated products should be placed at the back of the shelf, behind older product in all cases. Double-check if newly received product has the freshest codes. Code dates coming from branches can fluctuate. Always keep oldest product in the front, regardless of when it was received. In high-volume stores, you'll fill the shelves to meet demand and avoid out-of-stock conditions between service days. In lower-volume stores, the goal is to meet demand without putting so much product on the shelf that some of it goes stale before shoppers buy it. You can front-face product in these lower-volume stores to make shelves appear full without creating waste. And remember, every time we touch product, we must check codes. Freshness is our customer guarantee. In some cases, you may need to move product with the shortest codes to the highest traffic position in the store, usually a lobby or entrance display. You'll want to focus on the highest sell-through location for this short-coded product to help control waste. Product freshness is very important because just one less-than-ideal experience can turn a shopper off to our brands. Make rotation a priority on every visit. Let's take a closer look at some other important terms and techniques you'll need to know. A facing is the horizontal shelf space taken up by one package of product, whether they're billboarded or stacked vertically. Here, we have two facings of premium saltine crackers and one facing of Triscuit Original. If we zoom out, we can see four facings of each SKU. SKU is an acronym for Stock Keeping Unit, and it refers to any item with a unique Universal Product Code, UPC, or barcode. Let's look at another shelf. Here, there are only two facings of the lower volume Nutter Butter cookies, but there are four facings of Chunky Chips Ahoy and six facings each of the Original and Chewy Chips Ahoy SKUs. We want to have more facings on products with the greatest sales, so we don't run out. We also know the shopping experience is more pleasing for consumers when the products they want are available and easy to find. To make a good impression and avoid out-of-stock occurrences, we always include multiple facings of our top-selling SKUs on every shelf. Each store's planogram sets the specific number of facings for each product. Shelf tags are placed in the appropriate spots and indicate how many facings are needed. We want to adhere to the store's planogram when we are working the shelf. In a typical store, there may be as many as 40,000 different SKUs competing for shoppers' attention. So how do we get noticed? Drag each of the techniques here to the corresponding area of the shelf. Vertical blocking creates a strong brand visual for shoppers, which helps them navigate the aisle and spot our products. Organizing products in block groups by brand family, such as Newton's, can increase sales up to 12% in the cookie and cracker category. Billboarding is a technique that lets shoppers see the full face of the package when it's on the shelf. Maximizing exposure this way makes the product more attractive and easier to identify. Limiting the airspace between shelves creates a brick wall effect that shoppers find pleasing. If there are gaps between billboarded product and the shelf, lay in additional product with the top of the packages facing shoppers. A final note: if you think competitors are intruding on our space, talk with your manager or the sales rep. He or she can provide a planogram and, if necessary, help you to address the issue respectfully with the customer. Progressive facing is simple. As you're stocking, pull the product forward and limit airspace. We call this front-facing or blocking the shelf. Do this for each product before you move to the next one. If you encounter a facing that doesn't need to be restocked, block it while you're there. This way, you can work straight through your DWA from start to finish without backtracking. If you encounter an item that's out of stock, check with your customer on how they'd like you to handle this at the shelf. Remember to check that each product has the right shelf tag with the right price. If a customer doesn't know how much a product costs, or if it's on promotion but they can't tell, we risk losing the sale. If you notice missing or inaccurate tags, work with store personnel to fix the errors. If there is POS, or point of sale, in the aisle, make sure it's current and in good condition. If POS is not in good condition, be sure to replace it. When you've finished your DWA, and before leaving the department, step back and check your work. Is the shopping experience you've presented to consumers attractive and complete? If so, you're ready to move on. Like progressive facing, progressive cleanup just means cleaning as you go. It's simple but important because it makes your store visit safer, more productive, and more professional. Place any trash in your carry aid, keeping the cardboard and plastic separate. Always keep at least one empty box on hand and use it to repack any damaged or out-of-code product while you're working. When you arrive in the back room to finish your visit or reload your carry aid, put your trash in the appropriate receptacles. Plastic usually goes in a bin next to the baler. Cardboard goes into the baler, but you should check with the store about who needs to load it. For safety reasons, some customers do not allow non-store employees to use their equipment. We will want to respect their policies. At the end of your visit, be sure to return the carry aid and U-boat to its appropriate location. Be sure that empty pallets are placed in a safe location. Backroom inventory must be well organized, neatly stacked, and clearly labeled. Your own productivity and the productivity of other merchandisers, order writers, and delivery drivers depend on it. Backstock is any product left over after you've finished your merchandising. The customer will designate an area for storing it. Your job is to make sure your backstock is grouped by brand and by variety within each brand, with the front of each case facing outward for easy identification. If you have to pull fresh product from the floor and repack it after a promotion, it's important to label each box with the brand, variety, date, and quantity. Any damaged or out-of-code product should be packed neatly, arranged by SKU, and clearly marked as credits. Arrange credits with the barcode visible. This allows sales representatives to easily scan the product when writing up credits. If there is an excessive amount of backstock, damaged, or out-of-code product, be sure to communicate that information to your manager. Before you leave, let the store manager know you've completed your call. Make sure your DMI pictures are taken if needed, and then use your GPS phone to officially complete your store call and record your in-store activity. That's it for Module 1 of this e-learning experience. In Module 2, we'll show you how to extend everything you've just learned to merchandising displays. As the face of Mondelez International in stores, you play a vital role in winning against the competition every day. By practicing what you've learned here, you'll be able to deliver great merchandising service while maintaining our safety and efficiency standards. Thank you for your time and for being part of the team.